Now that we have our mesh blind to our rig, as you can see here, we're going to move this down by selecting W translation. We can see some of the anomalies that happen with our skin weights. We'll adjust those underneath the skin weight palette, edit smooth skin, and then go to our paint skin weights tool. And we'll go into the option box. One thing to note, you do have to select your mesh as you are going into this, and I want to show you something really quick. Anytime you hit select or you select a control, it knocks you out of the GUI that you just went into. Now we want that to be a bit smoother, so what we're going to do is, in order for us to actually get this to move and us to select everything in here, we can't do that. So we have to go into it and create some type of animation in our time slider in order for us to be able to move this guy around and find out where our issues are. So first things first, we'll clear that out. We want to make sure that we can see our character move along, so we're going to Command Z, move him back to his normal spot. We're going to take our rig away. We don't really need this just as this right now. We're going to take this off because we have a pretty simple model. We can actually select all the controls in the window. We next want to select the controls, all the controls. We're going to hit S on our keyboard to set a keyframe for all of them. And we're going to use 5 and 10 frames just so we remember and we can delete them later. We want to first pull out to frame 5, select the control we want to move, or wherever we're seeing the anomalies. We have some issues there, so we want to fix those. Now we're going to hit an S on the keyboard, set a keyframe. We'll go back. We'll let it roll back up to 1. We're going to hit and hold the middle mouse button, drag it out to 10. Hit S. Now we have a small animation. Small animation here. And that's just what we need in order for us to adjust these skin weights. We now want to select our character. We will go up to our skin, drop down menu, hit edit smooth skin. We'll go into our paint skin weights, but select the option box at the end. Now we can actually see our skin without having to, or we can actually move our skin around so that we can see where the issues are, and that's always key to any type of skin weight workflow or adjusting skin weight workflow. So keep that in mind. Always add an animation or do something to get to where you don't have to select in the window. Basically, what we're doing here is we're adjusting these skin weights, and you're mainly going to be working through your replace, add, or smooth. A lot of times you don't even need to hit replace because things just go simpler if you don't. Adding and smoothing are pretty useful. Scale is sometimes useful, but very rarely used. And as you can see, if you want to adjust this, you just hit add, or you can smooth this out. You want to add this area right here to it, you can, to make it look a little smoother. It's as simple as that. You can smooth it out now. Do whatever you got to do. This is your tool palette to adjust all that. You can make it smaller, the radius of the actual profile, change the radius here. One thing to note, we're only going to try to work on the left side of the character because we can mirror it over, and we select that through the skin weights drop down menu. We'll go into our edit smooth skin, and we can hit mirror skin weights, and this opens up a drop down menu or a pop-up box that explains everything. Obviously we want to work with the defaults. They seem to be right on the money, unless you want to change things up and work specifically, more specific. And you can actually change the direction, positive to negative. So we're working on the left side and we want to go to the negative side, is what we're doing from left to right. So that's why we always work from on the left side and try to reduce the time that we're working on skin weights. It does take a while to get used to working with skin weights, and this may take a long time, so I'm going to actually take the time in the next few hours to do my skin weights and then come right back and show you my fully skin weighted.